I just want to, in conclusion, quote from what His Excellency said at the last Independence Day celebrations on the 4th of February. He said, "Much remains to be won in the cause of freedom. There should be opportunity for our people to enjoy the victories and successes obtained by those in the countries of the developed world. Our aim should be the eradication of poverty. For that, we need to expand employment opportunities. We must become a high-income country by expanding the avenues for income generation. Our freedom will be sustainable only when the gap between the rural and the urban sectors is removed, by further expanding services such as electricity, roads, telecommunication, education, and healthcare." And he goes on to say that the country cannot be developed solely on popular decisions. Inconvenient and difficult decisions are also necessary for the nation's progress. It is the nation's responsibility to take hard and difficult decisions to bring light to the future of our children, rather than taking popular decisions that will lead them to darkness ahead. Unquote. With those words, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say how wonderful it has been to have you here in Sri Lanka. I want to bring greetings and good wishes from His Excellency the President. You have come together to share with us our success story. And in doing so, I hope very sincerely that the efforts of the Commander of the Sri Lanka Army, Lieutenant General Jagat Jayasuriya, will empower you more to ensure that in your own countries, in our regions, which are vulnerable to terrorism, that we will build a safer world for our children. Let me wish you a bright future. Thank you.
If there is a vision and a will, the prosperity will come to this nation. That is what the Secretary to His Excellency the President enumerated, and that is what His Excellency the President has envisioned. Sir, let me take this opportunity to thank you sincerely for the enlightening remarks delivered on this occasion. Sir, with your permission, may I also give a moment to the government agent of Jaffna to make a remark. She had sent a request asking for a few minutes to make a remark. Madam, over to you.
Giving this opportunity for me, that I have received a good appreciation from Professor Ajiva and Dr. Ajit Kapral and Major General Sabindra Silva regarding my services in the terrorist area. I was the government agent for 8 years from 2002 to 2010 in Mullaitivu district. I was very much faced a lot of problems from the LTT terrorists. During the humanitarian operation, it is my duty as I am a government agent, in what extent the government has given and security forces have given the security for the people in the terrorist area, and in what extent they have given humanitarian assistance to the people. Always the Secretary Commissioner Essential Services and the Secretary Presidential Task Force ordered to us to maintain 3 months buffer stock in the LTT area to look after the people during the wartime, in addition to the normal stock. we will maintain this situation. And also the medical facilities, also we have maintained the stock medicines for 3 months. It was during the war, the people were not allowed to move, or they don't have a freedom to move, but to outside a safe area from the LTT areas. Always the security officers given opportunity to the people to move. Even General Jagat Surya was there. He was informed me, you can take the people out, but I unable to take. The people were used the human shield by the LTT in the uncleared area. And also a regular progress review meeting conducted by the Security Forces Commander and the Honorable Minister Mahinda Samarasinghe, Minister of Disaster Management and Human Rights, to review the situation and shortcomings in the area. When we have we got the opportunity to raise the whatever problem we face there, and at that meeting they resolve all the problems. And also the commander, our General Jagat Surya, knows well when he allowed the cement or other generator items to the LTT area. He knows that cement may be used by the LTT for their safety to construct the bunkers, and also the generators may be used for the operation of claymore or bombing. But anyhow, on our request to help the people, patient in the hospital and complete my district secretariat building, during the wartime, he sent these items on our request. I have to thank to the all security officers worked here. They are very disciplined and they will maintain love with respect to the people. During my stay in Mullaitivu, LTT area, for 8 years, I put up 7,000 houses by the help of government. Out of 22,000 families were there. You understand that what extent government has given the housing program during even the wartime. And also development works also undertaken with a high amount of money, even the post-war and prior to the war and during the war. But government has permitted considerable numbers of projects to implement these areas, and I send every month the progress report to my related authorities. The one ex-LTT member, late Mr. Tamal Chelvan, has given a warning once, you don't send any progress report to anybody. It is very much damaging our politics in abroad.